Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? It's J Dub, and I'm about to do another video, and it's gonna be a special video. This is pretty much an appreciation video for you guys. Give me some good feedback on my last video on the playoffs. It was pretty. Got some pretty good feedback. Got some props for it. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty accurate up until just today, when now we seeing Kawhi not playing the last game, Game 3, and now he's not playing Game 4. So he might be out for the series for all we know. A lot of his information is unknown, so we'll see how it goes for him and the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to win the next game to even be in the series. So who knows how that's gonna go? We'll see what happens, and it's a bummer for them as a team, because they were looking like they were gonna compete in the series, up until the last game, So, but we'll see how that goes. It's a bummer, but it is what it is, And he's coming off the ACL, so it usually takes a year to fully recover from that type of injury. So him ramping it up to the playing the level he was playing, his knees couldn't handle it. So he got sprained his knee, and now he might probably gonna have to put it on ice for the summer. And be ready for next season. See how it goes. It's always next season with him. But with the Clippers, they need him in the playoffs. They need him. They need him to win. That's what he came here for. That's what he came to the Clippers to do, to win a championship, to bring home a championship. And they haven't him and Paul George haven't delivered on that. So that's going to be the question in the offseason and beyond, is how are they going to be able to deliver a championship? Is this even worth it for them to for the Clippers to keep this going? You know what I'm saying? Because there's always a letdown with the Los Angeles Clippers. That's why I'm not like really a fan of the team itself. I'm just more of a I kind of I support I support Kawhi and what he's done for my other teams, like the Spurs and the Raptors. What I'm saying, I support that, and I kind of keep rock with the Clippers a little bit because of that. Because I'm in the day I'm a Sonics fan, but but at some point, you gotta look at the situation and be like, what are we gonna do, with this team? So, they got a lot of questions. Hopefully, hopefully things work out. They're able to win tomorrow. He's able to play Game 5, and then it's all just whatever. But I'm having a hard time seeing that. But we'll see how it goes. But and also on a side note, I guess today, before I even start this video, Joel Embiid, I guess, is out for Game 4. But it's kind of a different situation for Philly because they're up 3-0 on Brooklyn. And that kind of sucks for Brooklyn because it would have been nice if they would have lost. They would have won. They would have won that game last night because they could have won. They just kind of gave the game away at the end. That was a winnable game, but they couldn't put it all together. So because then they might be looking at a 2-2 series following the next Game 4. Then Joel Embiid look like he's gonna be out for like a week with the sprain. So who knows how that's gonna go. So it's gonna be interesting to see if how far if Philly can handle their business and get it done. Even with James Harden, James Harden's gonna have to be the Houston James Harden to get it figured out. And that's gonna be something to see as well. So you got a couple games, a bunch of injuries, popping up. Draymond getting suspended. But Golden State was still able to handle their business because they're a good home team. So I expect them to do the same. Now they're gonna have him back, and they're gonna tie the series up, and it's gonna be a 7-game series. So I'm looking at for Sacramento. So that's just real quick NBA talk. What I'm saying, but I'm gonna move past that because it's actually a special video because it ain't about NBA. This is actually gonna be a fight video. And y'all know what fight I'm talking about. The fight coming up tomorrow night against Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. And I'm really excited about this fight. This is one of the bigger fights in a minute. I think there hasn't been a fight I haven't been this excited about since Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Last time I've been super excited about a head-to-head matchup. Been a minute. I thought I was going to get excited about Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, but they can't decide on the deal, so we're waiting on that. And that's going to be the biggest fight of the year. They can figure it out. I'm hoping that they get it together and get a fight done hopefully this summer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to go to Vegas this summer. So if they can just get the fight popping, then maybe I can have me a little fight weekend, see what happens. But they need to get it together. I hope they sit down and get it all hashed out. I hope they even announce it. They talking about they might announce the date of the fight this weekend. So we'll see. Hopefully they do, so I can plan my trip and get down there and act up. But we'll see. How it goes. But anyway, let's get straight into the Tank Davis fight and the Ryan Garcia. And for a minute, I was going back and forth on who that I think is going to win or who would be a decent bet on this fight, because it's gonna there's been a lot of back and forth, a lot of little chirping between the two of them. A lot of interesting conversation, a lot of confidence, a lot of swagger from Ryan Garcia's part. A whole lot of swagger. He kind of gave me those Rolly vibes, like when Rolly Romero was talking crazy to Tank. Y'all remember that. I mean, all my boxing fans and my boxing dogs, they remember when how Rolly was talking crazy to Tank and how it ended up. For Rolly. So, that's kind of how Garcia's been talking a little bit, not as crazy, but he been talking to Tank, letting him know that he gonna beat him and how he gonna beat him. He went as far as said how he's gonna beat him. He said he's gonna get him pretty good. He said he's gonna knock him out. He's confident in that. But I like that in a fighter. I like fighters that come in confident. You got to be, when you're fighting somebody, when you're going one-on-one, toe-to-toe with somebody, you got to feel like you're gonna win a fight. That's how you're supposed to come into it, because you ain't gonna win if you feel like I don't know if I'm gonna do nothing. I don't know if I'm gonna get I'm made the best person win. I don't know. No, you can't be like that. You got to be like, all right, I'm about to knock this man out. I'm about to put him to the mat. He's about to hit the mat. I don't care. He's gonna be gone. The kids is gonna be crying. His baby's mom's gonna be crying. Everybody's gonna be boo-hooing, soul singing, and flower bringing. Whatever. It's gonna be a funeral in that boxing ring. That's how you gotta feel in a boxing match, or else you ain't gonna win. You gotta have that inner confidence in yourself to be able to fight at that level. Be a professional boxer, in my opinion. So I like the back and forth. I like the chatter. I like Tank saying he's gonna knock him out. Saying don't bring your kids to the fight. Don't bring your wife to the fight. You know what I'm saying, at the pre-fight. And that was pretty dope. The back and forth been pretty good. Also, when they was on the Instagram or whatever, and they was doing the split screen, and Garcia was talking about he about to bet his whole. He said he'll bet his purse that he'll beat him. He can have it if he wins. He can have his purse. But I knew that was cap. That was so cap. That's just foolishness. I would never bet my guaranteed purse in a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to win the big purse, of course. But yeah, I'm not trying to bet my purse. No, it's just foolishness. I knew that was cap because they even confirmed it was cap. At the pre-fight today. So I was like, yeah, I knew it was cap. I was like, there's no way he ain't that foolish to get beat up for free, But I'm not. But that's just is what it is. Ain't nobody doing that. I ain't never seen nobody say, no, I bet my whole purse that I'm gonna beat you, a professional boxer. That's how you gotta feed your kids with that money. So that's just foolishness. But anyway, let's get into let's get into the details of the fight. And kind of just put the stats out there before I even get into like my prediction of who I think is going to win. Let's just lay the facts out there, the stats of this head-to-head matchup. So let's go straight into the tail of the tape, and let's look at pretty much look at the tail of the tape. Let's look at Tank Davis first. Tank Davis is for in this matchup he's considered short. He's 5'5", got a 67 inch reach, so he's essentially short compared to Ryan Garcia. He's 5'10", got a 73 inch reach. So, and just looking at pretty much looking at that, Ryan Garcia is the bigger fighter, you would say. Both of them are coming in around 140. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a super lightweight matchup, if I'm not mistaken. You know, it could be a lightweight or super lightweight. You know what I'm saying? If it's a lightweight, it probably kind of favors Garcia, because Garcia only fights lightweight. But Gervonta, he fights in, he can fight. He's won belts in lightweight, super featherweight, and super lightweight. So he's pretty much good in all three divisions. But you know, Garcia, he's been just strictly a lightweight for most of his career. So him going up, you know, if it's a 140, him going up is kind of a big deal. You know, it could be interesting for him. You know, having that extra 5 pounds on him. You know, in the fight, he might not be used to it. So we'll see how that goes. And so basically, you know, you look at it. You know, Garcia seems like the bigger fighter, got the better reach. You know, but you know, as we learned with Mike Tyson, and his little run with the heavyweights, you know, he was usually the smaller fighter in most of his fights, and that didn't mean nothing. You know, so really height don't really mean a whole lot. Height and reach don't really mean a lot. It just depends on your style and how it goes against the other fighter. You know, that's what it's all about. It's all about style. Usually, that's the beauty of boxing. It's that style has more to do with the outcome of the fight than the actual frame. So I don't think it's going to make a big difference. I've seen Tank fight bigger fighters with longer reach, like Rolly. Rolly had the height and reach advantage on him, and but he had some success against him with the reach, and because he was able to jab him a little bit early in the early rounds, and it kind of gave Tank a little problems, and then as the fight went on, Tank kind of imposed his will on him. And you've seen how it happened, you know. And then Rolly ended up getting check hooked into the ropes. So, you know, so really, like I said, you know, reaching frame ain't really gonna affect Tank too much. I don't think it's gonna be a big advantage for Garcia as far as the reach advantage. And so we're gonna let's go straight into style, which I think is the most important thing in a boxing match, as far as just the tail of the tape. But the style of Tank. He's more of he's a power puncher. He likes to counter. But he has a variety of different ways he can knock you out. You know, I watched a few of his fights. You know, I kind of before I even did this video. You know, the past like couple weeks I've been doing my research, doing my homework on both fighters, because I want to take an educated bet who's going to win the fight. You know, even though I know in my heart, in my gut, who's going to win, but I just wanted to just kind of make sure I do my homework and see who's doing what and how they fight and stuff like that. But you know, Tank is, like I said, he's a good counter puncher. He got a good defense. He got good defense. He protects himself pretty well. You know what I'm saying? He's a power puncher. He got a lot of power in his punches. That's his advantage against Garcia. I think he has more power in his punch. He has more power punches. He has a deadly uppercut. Has a real deadly uppercut. I think he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz with the uppercut, and that was pretty epic, and that was a big fight. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into the competition they had as well. But yeah, his uppercut is, I think his uppercut is just one of his knockout punches. He got a good straight right. He got a jab. He'll set you up with the jab. He got a good hook game. But I think that uppercut is his. He likes going to that uppercut later in the fight. So something Ryan got to watch out for. You know, so yeah, So I would say he's more of he's a power puncher. He's a counter puncher. But he likes to get close. He likes to be a little close inside with his counter punches. And yeah, he looks. He got a good style. It's kind of like a little like Floyd. You know, sometimes he got a little Floyd in him. You know what I'm saying? I think he was trained by the Mayweathers a little bit, so you can kind of see some of that rubbing off on his style a little bit. But yeah, he likes to counter. He can beat you in a variety of different ways. And yeah, he's an all-around boxer. I think he's a solid all-around boxer that has really not a whole lot of weaknesses into his game. Now Ryan Garcia, his thing is that he's more of a boxer. He's like a counter puncher as well. He likes to counter punch. He likes to react, and he's also more of a boxing style. You know what I'm saying? He has a few power punches. His left hook is really his power punch. You know, and but you know, that's his thing, and his hands are really fast. Like he's really fast. He has real quick hands. Like he likes to throw a lot of different punches at you, like a lot of combinations of punches. He might throw a little quick jab, and then that left hook, and then he'll throw that little combo body shot with the right hand, just to kind of get you moving and get your hands moving around your body. You know what I'm saying? To open you up a little bit. You know, and then for that left hook, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's his punch. That's his signature punches. His left hook is his main punch, and it's his big punch. You know, it's kind of like, you know, he's in a sense, he's a Deontay Wilder with a little bit more technique. You know what I'm saying? Because he's more of a because he's a lightweight. And so he has a little bit more. He has more precision and technique than like a Deontay Wilder, but he has a punch that he relies on heavily. You know, and that is that left hook. You know, I say every other punch really, I didn't see really being a effective punch. But it's just everything is like all his punches are designed to set up that left hook. For in my opinion, when I watch him fight, you know, that's what I get from watching him fight. Everything he's doing is opening up for you to put your pretty much leave yourself open for that left to come and blast you basically. So it's something, you know, it's kind of interesting to see. You know, that's definitely his KO punch. And so yeah, so besides that, so you know, I guess in a sense you can say he's kind of minimal dimensional, and I'm not gonna say one dimensional. You know, because he might have something up his bag. You know what I'm saying? Because he was really training. Because I'm pretty sure he trained hard for this fight because he didn't do a tune-up fight, which is kind of weird. You know, I always think you should do a tune-up fight before the big fight. You know, especially when you sign up to the big fight months in advance. You know, and you have enough time to do a tune-up fight. You should. Tank did a tune-up fight. He handled his business. You know, so that's always a. That means something to me. I don't know, as a boxing fan, that means something to me when you're able to do it, when you mix in a tune-up fight. That means you're able to sharpen your swords, you know. So I don't know. We'll see if all the training that Ryan did for this fight pays off, you know, and he expands his style a little bit if he adds a jab into his game, because he likes to stay on the outside. And then until he feels like he has you under control, or he has you in the ropes, then he'll close in on you and start throwing a few punches. But I think with his reach advantage, he should take advantage of a jab with his right hand, or have even if he had a straight right, you know what I'm saying, that'd be a beneficial punch to his repertoire, is to have that straight. If he had like a straight right, he can just throw any time. So we'll see if he made some updates to his software in regards to add a few more punches to his repertoire besides that left hook, you know, as a knockout punch, you know. But I think he's going to go back to it. Ultimately, even if he did, I think he's going to ultimately depend on that left hook, because that's just in his nature, because he's a southpaw by style, you know, overall. And like Tank is pretty much pretty orthodox if you really look at it. So yeah, so it's going to be a battle of styles, because usually with the southpaw, you know, usually orthodox has trouble with the southpaw in that left hook. The left hook is an open punch for orthodox, and just like the straight right is a punch for the southpaw. So I think Tank's going to be throwing that 1-2 combo, that 1-2 straight right combo. For most of the fight, he's going to be getting that in there. He's going to get some body shots in there. He's going to be pretty straight up and upright with him, and then he's going to take it to him. He's going to probably start opening up his bag towards the middle of the fight, because he likes to, you know, because Tank is, because the thing about it, I think that's going to be interesting in this fight is how patient Tank is going to be, because Tank tends to be a patient fighter in the beginning of the fight. You know, opening rounds, he tends to, the first like 3 or 4 rounds, he's patient. He doesn't, he's not too aggressive. He'll do enough to get his points, but he won't go out of his way to try to knock somebody out early in the fight. You know, he'll just try to make sure he's up on the cards, and then once he feels like he has his fighter figured out, has his opponent figured out, then he starts throwing more power punches. He starts really digging in and start throwing power punches, being more aggressive, and walking his opponent down a lot more towards the end of the fight. You know, and that's when he starts knocking people out and starts going to work and putting people away. You know, because he sees everything. It just kind of like with the Romero fight. You know what I'm saying? Romero was pretty much doing his thing. He actually was having a lot of success with the jab and getting some points off of a Tank, and then Tank just started slowly, just after like third round, he started just taking over the fight, controlling it, and then like I said, next thing you know, freaking really got too aggressive, fell right into that check hook, had him right in the ropes, had him dizzy and dangling, and that was that. You know, and Garcia, you know, he's gonna have his opportunities early in the fight. So to pretty much get some, not only get up in the cards, but actually he likes Garcia likes to dominate in the second round. I watched a lot of his fights, and I noticed that he's super aggressive in round two, and super aggressive. Like that's when he really tries to get his left hook going. In round two, you really start doing combos, a lot of combination punches, a lot of that left hook. That left foot body shot combo he likes to do all the time. You know, he'll throw that jab at you every now and then. He won't depend on the jab, but I think he should in this fight. He should do more jabbing, do more jabs. You know, do more 1-2 combos. You know, kind of mix it up a little bit. Kind of throw Tank off, and then maybe just kind of sneak in the left hook whenever he can. You know what I'm saying? Maybe as just to kind of keep him honest, and just kind of open him up a little bit, you know, especially, and then try to get up early in the cards because he likes to move fast. I think Garcia is going to try to move fast, move early, and try to get up on the cards real quick, you know, because he knows how Tank is. He knows Tank is a patient fighter. He's going to take his time early in the fight, and then he's going to turn it up towards the end. So that's always a good time when you fight with fighters like that. You know, it's a good idea to kind of get at least a couple of those rounds early in the fight. Kind of give yourselves a chance to win in case it goes to distance, which I'm thinking it's not going to go to distance, but you know, in case it does, you know, you want to kind of those early rounds, you want to kind of be up in the fight, so you're not playing from behind, you know, late in the fight, you know, trying to be too aggressive, and then you're leaving yourself open for a knockout. But moving on from that, let's go to the chin, and I think this is where, you know, where they're different. I think Tank has a pretty strong chin. I think he's proven that his chin is strong. Based on some of his past fights, he's shown that he has a good chin. He can take some punches. I don't think he's been put on the mat by a punch yet. I can't recall seeing him touch the mat because of a punch. I know he got tripped against in that one fight against Weston. I can't remember, but it was a good fight. I think that fight went to decision. I forget who it was, but he tripped him, and that was the only time I ever seen Tank hit the mat. But other than that, I don't think a punch has ever put Tank down. So Tank has a reputation for having a strong chin. Garcia, I wouldn't say he has a weak chin, but I say you can touch him. You know, if you get a strong enough punch to his face, then you can touch him. You know what I'm saying? That was proven, and I think the one fight that I thought was high level competition for him was in the Luke Campbell fight, and he tested his chin that fight because I think he knocked him out and put him on the mat in the second round. You know, it's pretty good. I think it was I want to say it was a left hook that knocked him out, but he put him on the mat in that fight. But he ultimately won that fight. He actually knocked him, actually got him, put him down. Garcia put him down at the end of the fight and won the fight. So it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying. But you can touch his chin though. If you got a power punch, you know. And Garcia has a tendency not to move his head whenever he's doing his thing. Whenever he's fighting, he's punching. He has a tendency not to move his head around, so he doesn't bob and weave a whole lot. You know, he kind of leaves his head pretty much open for you to throw a punch. So Tank is gonna have his opportunities to take his shots at him. You know what I'm saying? If he especially as a counter puncher, you know, there's gonna be those opportunities for him to catch him sleeping. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Garcia's chin can hold up to some of Tank's punches, you know, especially the straight right hand, that uppercut, you know what I'm saying? The uppercut, depending on when he throws it. I don't think Tank should throw his uppercut too soon in this fight because Garcia's hands are pretty fast. And that uppercut, the way he winds up on that uppercut, it's slow, like a slow wind up. And I think the time that he's going to throw it, I think Garcia got the hands fast enough to kind of might be able to counter that punch and get Tank in some trouble. So I think Tank should save that punch for a little later in the fight when he has the fight under control. But that's just me. We'll see how it goes, you know. But anyway, let's move on to the next topic, and that's let's go with the resume. The resume, Tank has won 4 belts in 3 different divisions. Like I said, Tank's fought in the super featherweight division. He's fought in the lightweight division. He got two belts in lightweight division, so he's dominated the lightweight division. In the super lightweight division, he won a belt. And Garcia, he won one belt. He won that belt off of Luke Campbell, the lightweight but the lightweight belt. I think it was a WBO belt in that fight. That's his only belt. So Tank's had 4 belts in 3 divisions. Garcia's got one in the only division he's really fought in, this lightweight division. Let's go on to the competition that they faced. Garcia, he's only faced, in my opinion, I think everybody else is kind of like pretty much mid as far as competition. It's up until Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell's the only fighter that I thought was actually okay. This is going to be actually a big fight for Garcia, and he handled his business. So you gotta give him credit for that. He handled his business, but Tank, he's fought some people. Tank got a resume as far as competition. He fought like the Santa Cruz fight. I thought that was pretty big. Santa Cruz is I think he won 4 belts in like 4 different divisions. I want to say he's been around. Santa Cruz was that guy for a minute, But now I don't think he had to vacate his belt, if I remember, just recently, because he wasn't really doing nothing with it. And but yeah, that Santa Cruz fight was that's a high profile fight, And then he also fought Gamboa, and he fought Barrios. Saying both all those are champions. Gamboa was kind of easy, I think he was kind of on he's getting kind of old, but still he was he had a belt. You know what I'm saying, he was a champion level fighter, and Barrios is a champion level fighter. That was a good fight. Is Barrios, so he has some big competition. So I think I give the edge to Tank as far as being the more battle tested out of the two of them. So I think this is just a second big fight for Garcia. Tank is more battle tested out of the two, out of both of them. So I think that bodes in his favor, as in kind of knowing what to expect and being able to pretty much handle the big stage, because this is going to be a big stage. I think this is the biggest stage Garcia's been on. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes for this fight. I think this is going to be. I think Tank's looking at this as another day in the office, because he's dealt with a lot of the chirping and all in the high level competition and the expectations of these fights. So yeah, I mean, just pretty much, that's pretty much what it is. He don't. It's going to be an interesting fight. Just based on all those facts. In my opinion, I think Tank is not going to have too much trouble in this fight. I'm gonna guess that he's gonna knock him out in eight rounds. I think he's gonna knock him out. I think Garcia not moving his head that much, and him being a predictable fighter in regards to what he likes to do. What he likes to go to. I think in the beginning he's gonna have a variety of punches that he's gonna go to, but ultimately as the fight goes on, he's gonna start leaning on that left hook and that left hook a lot, and Tank's gonna telegraph it at one point, and he's gonna hit him pretty good with a shot and put him on the map. It's either gonna be a TKO or a KO, one or the other. So I see it going 8 rounds. I see Garcia being able to hang tough, but ultimately at the end I think it's gonna be a knockout. That's just what it looks like. What I would bet on. I would bet on the Tank win in the 8th. And yeah, Tank just had better be prepared for that hook. He can't get too. I think he's too patient for him not to allow himself to get hit by that punch, because he knows that's the punch that Garcia wants to hit him with. And that's the punch he wants to knock him out with. So I'm thinking Tank is going to be prepared for that. That's going to be the punch he's going to keep himself up for, unless Garcia got something in his bag. He might knock him out with another punch that he's been working on. But we'll see, when the fight happens. But as it looks right now, just based on looking at the stats, based on my gut, I got Tank winning this fight. Not too much trouble. It should be another day at the office for Tank. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to let you guys go. And I'm going to enjoy this fight tomorrow. I'm going to watch it with the fam. It's going to be pretty dope, man. I hope you guys enjoy the fight too when you guys watch it, and also shout out to my brother. As when I'm wearing this hat today, what I'm saying? Shout out to his store. It's at the Tacoma Mall, and you guys go check it out. What I'm saying? He's doing big things out there, man. I'm proud of him for what he's doing out there. And yeah, we're gonna do it big, man. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna see him tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Probably at the fight party. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be pretty dope. You know, so I'm looking forward to that. Kicking it with the fam and enjoying the fight. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. You know, we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? If it goes Garcia's way, then it's gonna be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a real big deal for him, and it'll be good. It'll be a good look for boxing. And if Tank gets it, you know what I'm saying? Tank's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of what everybody's predicting. But you know, we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a puncher's chance at the end of the day. So it's gonna be cool to see. You know who wins this fight. It's gonna be a big fight, and I'm looking forward to it. So, but anyway, you guys, I hope you guys have a good night. Peace out. And shout out to everybody that keeps supporting me. Like I said, I do this for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this for views or I'm trying to be Hollywood or do anything like that. I just do this just to you know, just for fun and just to reach out to people I know and people that just want to reach out and check in on me. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to have something, you know, something that you guys can see and something you guys can kind of digest for me. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't see me around that much. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing more videos like this and a bunch of all types of other different things. So I'm gonna keep it popping. But anyway, yeah, you guys, hope you guys have a good night. I'm signing out. Peace out. Thank you.